people, it's me, Anja. Welcome back to my channel. So today's video is focusing on my favorite middle grade contemporaries. And this video was inspired by the fact that 2 weeks ago, I think, I did a video called My Favorite Middle Grade Fantasies. So, yay. The first book on this list is called Other Worlds for Home, written by Jasmine Warga. This follows Jude and how she immigrates from Syria to America. This story is so wonderful. Not only does it provide insight as to what it's like to be a young immigrant and just what that process is like, which I think is so important, because it is so important to be informed of what's happening, you know, at a young age, you know what I mean? But also, Jude is such a wonderful, realistic character, so not only did the story provide insight, but it also provided insight into Jude, because Jude is such a wonderful, resilient, lovely character. I love her so much, and I'm pretty sure that this book is set, I'm pretty sure that this book is set in 3 books as well, which is an added bonus. Like, this story is so good, and I absolutely really enjoyed it, and I hope that you too will enjoy it too. The next book on this list is called The Remarkable Journey of Coyote Sunrise. This follows 12-year-old Coyote Sunrise, who's been on the road with her dad for the past 5 years, because 5 years ago, her mom and her 2 sisters died in a car crash, and she is determined to go back to their hometown without her father knowing, because she discovered that a park where her mom and her sisters buried a very memorable box is being demolished. So she's determined to go back. I really enjoy the story so much. Coyote is such a realistic, wonderful character. I love stories that are on like a journey, because not only is there a literal journey to be like excited for, to be intrigued in, but also there's a figurative journey as well with Coyote and her dad, and I really enjoyed like the relationships between like the passengers that they picked up with along the way. Like, this story is so good. Like I said, Coyote is a very realistic, wonderful character. I loved all the character relationships within this story, particularly between Coyote and her dad. That is so touching and wonderful. And this book is just so good, and I really enjoyed it. And honestly, I don't hear a lot of people talking about it, which is kind of sad. So please go read it. The next book on this list is the one that inspired this entire video, and it is Anna on the Edge, written by Sass. I love this book so much. It follows an NB young person navigating a binary world. This story is so wonderful, because it felt so realistic and real and touching, and it was just so good. And I love that Anna went on a journey of like self-discovery, because I feel like figuring out who you are is such a relatable topic for young people, for old people, for all people across like the board, because that is just something that like everybody goes through, no matter like how old you are or no matter like who you are. And this story was so wonderful. NB representation in middle grade is so underrated, and honestly this story is just so good. It's truly one of my favorite books of 2020. It is so absolutely amazing. I just read it like last week, I think, and it is so good. I'll leave down below the recent reads video where I talked about it in a little bit more detail, but like it's just so good. You can truly tell that Anna's experiences are rooted in the author's own experiences, because like it just felt so realistic, you know what I mean? And I love stories like that, and this story was just so good. Please go read it. So before I get to the next book, I would like to apologize for the wind noise. I don't know exactly how much of it you can hear, but it's windy, it's cold, that's how it be. Anyway, the next book on this list is called The Thing About Jellyfish, written by Ali Benjamin. This story is so good. It follows Susie, who is convinced that her best friend's death is due to a whale jellyfish sting, because you know, best friends don't just die out of nowhere. So this story was so wonderful. Susie is such a wonderful, realistic, somewhat relatable character. The portrayal of grief is so wonderful, because Ali Benjamin did not, through any circumstances, romanticize it or sugarcoat it, and I think that is so important. You know what I mean? And it was just so good. The plot, it was just everything about the story is so wonderful, and that's why I gave it 5 stars. Like, it was just so good. It felt so realistic and like nuanced. Is that a word? Like, it was just so good. Susie's storyline, the plot, the character development, it was just absolutely wonderful. And maybe it's just me, but like, I really love this story so much. I love the interesting facts about jellyfish as well. I love learning about sea animals. Maybe that's just me, but like, I love ocean and the sea animals. Like, animals on land, but animals in the ocean are superior. You know what I mean? Anyway, basically, I'm digressing, but basically, this story is just so good. Please go read it. So yeah. The next book on this list is another book that I read this year, and it's called Hazel's Theory of Evolution, written by Jenn and Bigelow. This follows Hazel, whose life is turned upside down in her last year of middle school. I really enjoy this book. Hazel is such a wonderful, curious, young, brilliant character. I love her so much. Like, she is such a wonderful person, and I love the diversity in her, but also her friend group. Like, Hazel is ALO Ace, which we love to see it. One of her friends is trans, another one is disabled. Like, that is so rare to find in middle grade, and also just in general, you know? Like, normally, well, not normally, because diversity is normal, but typically, when I read about, like, a friend group, when I read about a book that has a friend group, normally only one person in the friend group is diverse. You know what I mean? So it was really refreshing to see Hazel is like diverse, but like so are her friends. And by the way, I keep saying diverse because, like I said, diversity is the bare minimum, and it should be like more normalized. Do you know what I mean? So anyway, basically, this story is so good, and I absolutely loved it, and I hope that you too will as well. The next book on this list is called The Year We Fell from Space. This book is so good. It follows Liberty and how she deals with grief and change in a pretty unusual way, and it deals with important topics such as divorce and mental health. This story is so good. Liberty is such a relatable character for me. I love characters who feel like they march to their own beat. You know what I mean? Because I always feel like as a young child, I was misunderstood, and I'm slowly but surely like understanding myself. And I wish that I had when I was younger, but I'm also glad that I didn't, because I'm very grateful for the growth that I have now, if that makes any sense. Basically, I'm digressing. Liberty is just a relatable character for me in that way, and this is a book that I wish I had read to my younger self. You know, if that were a thing that I could do. Basically, this story is so good. I absolutely loved it. I fell in love with it because Liberty is such a wonderful, realistic character, and I love her so much, and her story as well was also so amazing and wonderful, and I just love this story so much. So please go read it because it is so good. The last book on this list is called The Mighty Heart of Sunny St. James, written by Ashely Blake. This follows 12-year-old Sunny St. James and how she navigates heart surgery, flesh connections with a lost mother, emerging feelings for a new girl, and first kisses. And that is a lot to handle. Just for anybody, but especially for 12-year-old Sunny St. James. This story was so wonderful. I know I've talked about this before, but Ashely Blake is such a wonderful, talented, underrated writer, and I love her books so much. She's writing a new middle grade that's coming out in May, I'm pretty sure, It's called like Hazel in the Deep Blue Sea or something like that, and I'm so excited for it. But anyway, Sunny St. James is so wonderful. I love her. She's such a wonderful character. I love her so much. I feel like sapphic middle grades are so underrated, you know? Like, I feel like sapphic middle grade is more underrated than sapphic YA. Maybe that's just me. Maybe it's just been my experience. But anyway, this story is so wonderful and realistic and lovely, and I would highly recommend it. So, in conclusion, I hope that you enjoyed this video. I hope that this video helped you find something to read. If you enjoyed this video, please don't hesitate to give it a big thumbs up. Comment down below your favorite middle grade contemporaries. Thanks for watching. Subscribe to my channel if you're new. And yeah, see you next time. Bye!